Welcome to the Tom Bernard Show. What do you mean, oh?
I just saw it. Is
Saw
that
what?
too bright now? Yes.
What are you talking about?
I just saw the comments
Yep.
are up.
So you had to interrupt me because you saw the comments.
Yes.
I just mentioned, let's not interrupt each other. The first thing she does is interrupt.
You
That
meant
was
me?
that
I
was
thought
the
it
note.
Costaki.
That was Costaki. Oh, it was only Costaki. That's exactly right. In any case, welcome to Tom Bernard Show with
Co-host Kathryn Brandt.
Andy Bernard.
And special guest Costaki Economopoulos.
She will not be here today, but Kristen Burt, Entertainment News, brought to you by North American Banking Company. Go to nabanco.com to learn more. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. So, yeah, she will not be with us today because she's a busy bee. She looks so sad right now. She looks kind of depressed about something.
I don't think she does she?
Don't you really?
No.
I don't know. I've known her for a long time, but I think the world of her. She's just a wonderful person.
Yeah, I went over to Target before the podcast today, and I have the worst luck.
Why?
Well, last time I was there, the person checking people out was so high he could barely function. And then today, the woman was crying.
Oh God!
As she's checking people out.
Oh God!
Well, what?
But I don't know. I wasn't going to ask her. She's sniffing. I was like, oh
Okay,
my
then.
God. And then, I did have, to be fair, I was looking for doorstops or shims, and this woman ran in the back and got them for me. So she was great.
That was nice.
But so now I'm 1 out of 3 for good.
Something like that. So I got to run a stat by you guys. Let's see if you can guess what it is. Unless, of course, you've seen it on national television. But this is the first time in my life I have ever seen something like this. A lot of Somalis are being arrested in Minnesota. A lot of them are being sent back to Somalia. But the last 9 people that were arrested, had one thing in common. Do you know what they had in common?
I do.
They were all Greek.
Yes, that's what it is.
Go back to Greece.
From Somalia.
I'm based on the way the question was asked. I'm going to guess American citizens.
Nope, they were not American citizens. Well, they were fake American citizens, so I guess that does count.
Okay. All right.
You ready?
Yeah.
All 9 of them, all 9 arrested, were arrested for having sex with a child 12 or under.
What?
Yeah, that's
12 or under. All 9 of them raped a child.
Oh,
seems to be more and more common these days.
Oh,
It does, Andy, doesn't it?
Yeah, and they were just trying to smuggle out like 47 million quick before the feds caught them.
Exactly.
Another 47 million in suitcases.
God, it's unbelievable.
It's just
47 million in suitcases. How big are these suitcases?
Oh, they've had a I don't know what it's called. If you register you could register $1 billion with the airlines, and you are allowed to take as much cash as you want. But they go through Dallas for some strange reason. Maybe because the oil companies, maybe they do a lot of money laundering too. I don't know.
Probably the border.
Maybe, but they
that
go.
border's a lot more open than most of them.
They've been doing that for like 15 years, going
Right.
straight to Somalia with suitcases full of cash.
Yep, billions of dollars.
Yep.
Yikes.
But what are you going to do?
But apparently Minnesotans like it because they're protesting against ICE and want the Somalians to be left alone.
Good for you kids. That's all I have to say. All I know is growing up in North Minneapolis, every time I saw a cop, I was really happy because in a very dangerous neighborhood like that, seeing a cop was a wonderful thing. I will tell you that. I wish we could see it that way again. It just makes no sense.
Oh, yeah. Charlie says, but my $600 of eBay sales gets the IRS up my ass.
Yeah, true.
See, that's wonderful.
Oh, I remember.
There's a form on the IRS website that you can report bribes.
Oh, God.
What?
And they won't come after you. As long as you report your bribes to the IRS, they're not going to tell the cops. They just want their money.
Oh, God.
Yeah. If you're like, oh, yeah, I got $5 million in bribes, IRS, they'll be like, all right, give me my $1 million and off you go.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh,
I
what the
remember.
hell?
I remember we were audited for like 6 years in a row.
Yeah, we
The
were.
IRS was constantly on
Yep.
us, and it's like 30 to 40% of it just was squandered, God knows where.
Andy, do you know what this Big Dave post is? The reason we stopped is the Target. When Target went with the "Satan doesn't see gender" slogan.
I don't recall
What?
that happening.
I don't remember. I don't recall "Satan doesn't see gender."
They did.
Satan doesn't see gender.
I don't
what it
think bringing up
says.
Satan is ever a good idea
Probably
for any
not.
corporation. I
It's a
don't
very
know.
bad idea.
That's-
Probably not.
I think that they should have had a better advisor on that one.
Yeah. I guess it's just, honest to God, Kostaki, you just wouldn't believe. And look, I'm no closer to it than you are. And when you come into Palm Beach, pal, let's go.
Oh yeah, I would love to. Believe me, we've been talking about moves eventually, and I would love to come to Florida. So
You gotta.
someday.
We'd love to see you.
Yeah.
All right, as long as you don't, have
I'm
sex with 12-year-olds and under, you're all welcome.
Jeez.
That's
Literally
one
all
of
we
the
ask.
that's the crime that I've always been puzzled by. Like
I know.
I wouldn't date a woman under 40. You know,
I
like
know.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't understand. Like she doesn't.
Yep.
What do you talk to her about? I don't. It doesn't make any sense. A child has always been. I mean, clearly it's whatever. It's an attraction that I don't have, so it's not an issue for me. But
Yeah, right.
but
right.
it is puzzling to me. Other crimes, like whatever crimes, I go, oh, okay, yeah, I could see myself backing into that situation if if I had a different background, a different sequence of
Yeah.
life
Yep.
decisions,
Right, but with a jewel heist, you end up with a bunch of jewels.
Yeah.
Jewels are valuable.
Yeah, there's
It's,
something
See?
kind of fun about a
Vision
jewel heist, right? Sure. And some of the regular dumb things that humans do, like I could see, had a bad run of things. I could see myself doing some dumb crimes, but this one, it's always been a mystery to me. I don't understand pedophilia. Not to mention that even if you have the attraction, 100% in your heart that it's terrible for the other person.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, just stop it.
Well, I kind of feel like it's like heroin addicts. Like they don't want to be heroin addicts, but they
course.
are. If you
Right.
give them heroin, they're going to take the heroin, even if it kills them, because they're like, well, I'm a heroin addict. What am I going to do?
I mean,
Well-
again, a tiny bit of that. Like, I understand. I'm not a cigarette smoker, but like, if pistachios like shorten my life by each one that I would still eat them. You know what I mean?
Yep,
Like,
yep.
I have some understanding of that idea of connecting to things and getting into a low place in your life and feeling like there's no way out and just continuing to make bad decisions. I can relate to that at some level, but it's
Yep.
toxically poisonous to the other person what you're doing. Stop it.
Yep.
Well, Ron DeSantis, the what is
Governor.
he? Governor of Florida. He
Yeah.
just passed a law that anybody who has sex with anybody under 14 is getting the death penalty.
I love it. I love it.
Maybe
Wow.
that's the way to stop it. I don't know.
That's a
Maybe
law
that
in
will-
Florida?
Yep,
Well,
just passed it.
The
They're
death
like, we're not
penalty.
putting up with it. We're
Oh
not
my
going to do it.
Okay,
goodness.
I
I
got to
feel like
read
that's one of
this.
those things where it's like it's political suicide to be against it, so it's going to
Yeah.
get passed. Like, who's going to be like, no, I don't know. Is 14?
Yep. Okay.
I'm against the death penalty in principle, but if you're going to apply it, I guess that's as
Yeah,
good
there you
reason
go.
as any.
There you go. Just a couple of things that have been sent over. Yes, we can see it today. Thank God for that. The place looks great today was posted. Yes, Kathryn completely redid it. It was
Although
very
we
nice.
do need a Tom Bernard podcast pillow for the chair.
Yes, we really should get
Well, I
one.
know where you can buy one.
There you go.
TomBernardPodcast.com. Click on the merch tab.
There we go.
A question for Kostaki. Kostaki, when are you coming back to Louisville, Kentucky?
Oh, yeah. Actually, I just booked it. March.
No, there you go.
I didn't
March.
even put it on the website yet. I just booked it.
They're excited to
Yeah.
hear about Uncle Kostaki.
Oh, Lord, that's nice.
I'll
Coming
be
to
there
town.
March 12th through 14th in 2026.
Insider
That's a
info.
nice deal.
There you go. Yeah, you get the breaking Costaki tour news right here.
Yes. It all works out in the end, no question about it. But yeah, it's do you this just struck me just now, and I hope you don't mind me asking, and you don't have to answer if you don't
Not
want
at
to,
all.
but are audiences different, harder, easier? Are they harder to please? Because people are very hard to please right now. Is that taking over the comedy scene as well?
I think there's a little bit of touchiness that is new.
Yep.
But broadly, I think the people who self-select to be in a dark room with a drink with a comic,
Right.
they're kind of they're on board for whatever it's going to be at some level. Jerry Seinfeld answered this question really well. I'm not going to nail it, but the basic gist of his answer was, stand-up comedy is like being a slalom skier. Your job is to get down the hill and hit all the marks, and they're going to move the marks, and it's your job to understand the hill. And you know what I mean? Like there's PC-ness and there's different ideas, and the culture evolves, and words that you can say and angles that you could take, that
Right.
those kind of things change over time, and they should. So it's your job to be connected to the culture that you're in and understand those things. And sometimes comedy is that naughty thing of knowing where the line is and stepping over it, you know. But you got to find a way to pull that off. That's the art of it.
Yeah,
I don't know.
understand.
I think the bigger challenge for comics is more practical. It's that the pandemic taught people to stay home and entertain themselves in their screens.
Right.
It's harder to get people out than it used to be, I think.
Oh, I tell you, you know what's interesting about that is that obviously movie theaters are all going to close. They're closing up at a very high rate, very quick rate as well. But it's interesting. It was brought up to me about a year and a half ago by a really good friend of mine. He's a friend of mine's father. He's like in his mid-90s. He goes, Tommy, you don't invest in any restaurants or anything. I said, not anymore. No, I don't. Absolutely not. He goes, apparently, since nobody goes to the movies anymore, fast food has just taken a bath because of that. Because people used to go eat, grab go to Popeyes and get some chicken or whatever, and then go to the movie, or go to the movie and then go to, Burger King or McDonald's. I guess they just don't do it anymore because they don't go to the movies. And I guess fast food has taken a huge punch from that.
Except for the Wendy's right by Home Depot.
Except for that one.
That one is
Okay.
backed up for days.
Well, it doesn't help that you get bottom of the barrel quality food for $20 now.
Yeah.
It used to
that's
be like,
true.
okay, it sucks, but it's $5. So, can you complain? But now it's like, it's still the same quality as it was 20 years ago, but now it's 4 times the price. So why go?
I do feel like going out is pricier than it used to be.
Oh, yeah.
That's,
Oh, yeah.
So
I
crazy.
don't know if that's actually true in dollars, but it sure feels like it.
It is definitely much higher than it used to be.
Let me run a number by you and see if it's what you're talking about. When I was at North High School, which I graduated when I was 16, so that was, a couple of years earlier than most people. But when I was 16 years old, I graduated from North High School, and right across the street was the Clock, which was kind of like, it was before McDonald's. It was a fast burger, fries, and that kind of place, right? And I remember, honest to God, the day that I graduated high school, again, 2 years early, we went to the Clock, a handful of friends and I went to the Clock. I had a burger, a Coke, and some fries, and it was 60 cents.
Right.
60 cents.
Right. So,
Isn't that amazing?
But in real dollars, like in 2026 dollars, what is that number? I don't know the answer to that. Right?
Probably
Let's
$15.
Yeah.
Honestly, it probably is.
Probably.
1960?
19,
Something?
not 1960. Listen to you, you
I
pill.
don't know. You said high
19
school, so like what?
1966. Actually, 67 it was.
67. Yeah, let's see. 60 cents then today would be about $6.
Okay.
Oh, 10 times as high. Yeah, so
Yeah, still pretty cheap.
but it's just I guess they're disappearing. McDonald's is it true that McDonald's moved their headquarters out of California?
They were talking about it. I don't know if they did it or not.
Oh, I wonder if they have Andy's always good at this kind of stuff. Andy, you're very good at looking up this kind of stuff.
I
will tell you
can't
that.
open
what
the
I do.
drapes.
Well, they want
No,
you to
she
open
opens
the
the
drape.
drapes, it'll look horrible. It'll be like
It-
starbursty, and it'll look like you have astigmatism.
Well,
You
should
don't
we
want
turn
that.
that light off? They complain because it's kind of making
Well,
my
if I don't have the light on the curtain, then it's a black thing and you look like you're in another land.
Yeah,
so
but now I look like I have black rings around my eyes, so that's not a good look
I
either.
will move the lamp at the break and see if that will make everyone happy. Jesus.
It's our
Christ.
listeners, Kathryn.
Yes.
That line our pockets.
McDonald's
You gotta
new
give them-
headquarters is in Chicago.
Yeah, they
And,
moved.
and it has been since 2018.
Well, that's where they
Oh,
started.
somebody
McDonald's.
else then, maybe.
No, it was McDonald's, definitely, because
Oh, okay.
McDonald's started there in Chicago all those many, many years ago. But apparently, McDonald's franchises are moving out of the state. They're just leaving,
There's too much theft.
I guess. I don't know what the hell it is, but boy, the world has changed a lot. You know, I like that world when I would see friends of mine that were in the comedy business. They would come on and you would just sit around and laugh and have a great time. But it's kind of hard to laugh, right? Our audience is responding. I bet you they're really happy to go in and get a laugh out, aren't they?
I think because we're so inundated with news and
Right.
social media and radio and TV, I think when you do political stuff on stage, there's a little bit of like, come on.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
You can feel like we're trying to get away from that. And even if I post something political, like in stories on my Instagram page, I'll get some pushback. People are like, you're a comedian. I'm trying to escape, which I get it. I understand.
Well, I got to be honest with you, though. Because the world is a little up and down. I mean, I have a great life. I'm not complaining about my life at all. I have a wonderful family, great friends, and everything's fantastic. No question about it. But honest to God, you look at some of this stuff and you go, what the hell? I mean, what you were just talking about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
There's tough stuff going on, especially in Minneapolis.
Yeah.
Why are you guys a magnet for all the crazy news stories?
Minnesotans have literally, look, I adore the Minnesotans that I know. I was born and raised in Minnesota. I love Minnesota, but I do not love all of Minnesota because about 3/4 of the people are mentally ill. They cannot wait to hurt somebody. I mean, I'm serious. They can't wait to go out and hurt somebody.
Well, I think what we're going to be finding out is how corrupt the politics are in Minnesota. I mean, it's not even funny how bad it is.
And it's not just Tim Walz who's filthy. I do understand that, but it's not just him. It's a lot of other people.
Yeah, it's bad.
Minnesotans, I'm not very proud of us right now. I got to be honest with you, because I'm a born and raised Minnesotan. I am a Minnesotan, but I am not proud of us right now because we're acting like psychopaths, unfortunately.
Yeah, there's some tough news stories for sure. Goodness gracious. Yeah.
Oh, being down in Florida here, and people say, "Where are you from?" You say Minnesota. They go,
They do.
"What's going on up there?" We're like, all the stuff we're reading is true.
That's how you know it's a hot issue. Yeah. When the Floridians are like, Jesus, Minnesota.
They're gasping.
Oh, they are. They're just, what the hell's going on up there? What's that all about?
Well, we've moved into this new building, and I think I've met 10 people from Toronto.
Yeah, a lot of people in Toronto.
Yeah, a lot of Canadians.
And they're just loving it because, like, America sucks. We tried to tell you.
That's true.
Canada's so much.
You know what's so great
better.
about that? And Costaki, you and Andy obviously know this is true. Kathryn and I have talked about this already. I just love one thing about meeting people from Toronto, because you go, Minneapolis, how do you live up there? It's really cold, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, right.
Oh, okay. What are they, about 100 miles south of us or something like that?
Well, I remember when I found out that they could grow peaches. I'm like,
Yeah.
what?
Yes.
Peaches?
In Toronto?
Yeah, they've got some warm. I don't know. Toronto
I'm
is
surprised to hear
south
that.
of Detroit, I think. It's south of
Yeah.
Minneapolis.
It's kind of their
Toronto's
Chicago.
way south of
It's the
Minneapolis.
middle of the country.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
it's chilly, and they've got people from all over the world. It's a real multicultural city.
It is a great city. We
Yeah,
Kathryn
I
and
like
I flew there a
Toronto.
couple times with the listeners going to a baseball game.
Oh, yeah.
Had a wonderful time.
Remember, they were funding the new baseball stadium. I can't remember. I'm sure it's changed
Yeah.
1,000 times by now.
Probably.
They were selling these teensy weensy cups of beer for like
Yes.
$10.
Yes.
And they're like, buy a lot of them because this is how we're funding the stadium.
Well, there
They're
you
like a
have it.
Dixie cup of beer.
But I got to be honest with you, right up front. One of my best friends in the world is a Canadian, but I find Canadians maybe it's the Minnesota thing, I guess, maybe, but I love Canadians. I love talking.
Yeah, they're culturally very similar to you.
Yeah,
guys.
they are.
Yeah.
Right.
They
right.
are. Yep.
They're super nice and polite, and
Mhm.
right. Yeah, there's a connection there for sure.
It's all true. No
The
question.
Canadian
about it.
comedy crowds are good as a generalization.
Yeah,
Are they?
that's what I
Yeah,
hear.
they're smart, and they're also willing to do silly or edgy or dirty. They'll kind of go with. They're kind of rooting for you. You know, the only thing that's tricky with Canadians, which is also true at Acme, if you do something that kind of feels mean, they're
Oh yeah,
like, "Hey, that doesn't seem nice."
Yeah.
yeah.
You know, I don't do a lot of that, but if I ever kind of, go in that direction, something that I wouldn't think of saying somewhere else,
Right.
in Minneapolis, it feels a little like, well, that's not nice. It's funny.
No, I understand exactly what you're talking about. I suppose, looking back at all the other stuff, and it all started basically in 1967, was it? 69. I know it got worse.
Lo, these many years ago.
Yeah, I think the violence all started in 66 or 67, if I remember correctly, and going through all that, and it just, oh my God, could we just come? And then it seems like every 10 years we go through another one. Why are we going through another one?
Yeah, good question.
It is unfortunate.
Yeah.
So the crowds up does it matter where you are? I mean, the crowds are pretty good. They want to laugh, I would assume.
Yeah, I mean, I do ships once in a while now, and
Oh,
on
yeah.
ships
Yep.
you're getting a different experience. Those people, they're not self-selecting; they're just walking down the hall to the free thing.
Right.
Oh yes.
When you do a club on land, people, it takes some doing to get there. You're buying a ticket, you're getting a babysitter, you're making a plan. Like on a per capita basis, the people who come into a comedy environment on land are a great crowd.
Yeah.
They might not have hundreds of them, but if you get 57 good ones, that could be a great show.
How many cruise liners have you done, like with different ones?
I've only done one over the last decade or so. I've just dabbled in them. They still don't
Okay.
fit my life very well because I do radio and I still got a small
Right.
kid.
Right.
But long run, I'll probably do more ships as I go forward. I've been doing NCL, and a bunch of them have been Alaska. The Alaska ships are great because they're almost all Americans. So I could do all the football jokes and things that you couldn't do as readily in places where there's a lot of non-native English speakers,
Yeah.
But the Alaska ships are, there's
Inside passage or outside?
it just goes
prefer?
up and down like Juneau and Sitka and Vancouver, Victoria. It's all that stuff.
Okay.
It's really fun. It's as a side note, it's a beautiful place to be floating around for a while. Yeah, it's cool.
Andy, how old were you when we took a ship to Cuba, didn't we?
They didn't
Yeah.
go with us. They
Well,
went
which
on a
one?
Disney. We went on a Disney.
Oh, on a Disney cruise.
Oh,
That's what it was.
That's what you're thinking of, yeah. I was very, very young. I don't even
It
really
was-
remember.
It was before a big cruise lining company kind of took it over.
Yeah.
Disney had their own boats, and they were
Mhm.
not good. They were not good at all.
Yeah.
It was that long ago. You were really little.
I
You know,
wonder,
but-
actually. Big
It was
red boat.
bad. Yeah, with the big red boat.
Yeah,
It
the
was
big
an
red boat it was called.
awful
Yep.
Ship.
The ships now are so big.
Oh, they're
I
huge.
mean, they're floating cities. You can't
They
believe.
really are.
I've
Yep.
seen, let's see, they stopped being the big red boat in 1993. So I was
Whoa.
really young. I
Whoa.
was at the most, 7 then? So yeah, quite young.
Quite young. Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah, they were like, pew, pew, pew. Attention, shuffleboard on deck 3. Pew, pew, pew. The new breakfast buffet is ready for your consumption. Pew, pew, pew. Like every 15 minutes was an announcement.
Yep.
They never went pew, pew, pew. Huge waves coming. Take Dramamine.
Yeah, there you go.
Kids were barfing all over the ship. We
They
hit
were.
really bad. I mean, it was bad. You were in your little bunk and you're like raising up and then slamming down into the
Yeah.
mattress. It was that bad.
Well, you know what
Oh,
that
my.
was?
They never mentioned it.
That was the 3 storm systems that came together. One of them passed right over us, was the tornado, and then one from the west and one from the east. And they all came together. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
And where
It
did
was
they all
some
come
sort of
together?
perfect storm. They came
destroy.
right under the big red boat is where they all came
Yeah, they
together.
did come that way. That's for
It
sure.
was,
But
and I remember, I remember you said something on the air or whatever, and I remember having to get into a massive fight with a Disney Cruise Line representative.
oh yeah,
She's like, she didn't give us such a bad review on the review card, and I was like, I'm sorry, but ask anybody who was there. This is
Yeah.
exactly what happened. What are you doing? I mean, she started like going after me
yeah,
because
I remember that. Yeah.
I was like, shut up.
Hey, shut up.
And she's like, would you like another cruise for free? I'm like, I would not step foot on that boat ever again.
Ooh,
It was
yeah,
a
it was a
horrible
terrible boat.
It was a terrible experience.
It was, and it just all came together. One of my favorite things about that trip, and I promise I'll get out of the way. We can move on, but I hope you do remember this, Andy. The first night on the big red boat, we go down to dinner and we're sitting there, and the server comes over and he's talking. Oh, look how nice this is. You have 2 little kids with you, and that we love having you on the boat. Then he leaves, comes back in about 10 minutes. Yeah, it's one of those situations. We love seeing little kids on the boat, but may I show you something? This is a picture of my children, and they've never been on a boat because we just can't afford it. The guy hits
Oh,
me
boy.
up for money.
It was, it was bad all the way around.
It was not great. You guys
No.
hit me up for money at the dinner table.
Oh, wow.
Nowadays, that big red boat's probably about the size of Jeff Bezos'
Oh,
boat.
God, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
They're so big now. It's crazy. You can barely feel the sea when you're on them, and
Yes.
they have every they're an unbelievable technological marvel too. If you think about thousands of rooms, everybody's got TV, phone, toilet, sink,
Yeah. How they power all that.
thermostat,
Yeah.
right? The swipey key cards. It's amazing that the whole thing works as well as it does.
I hope the people who empty the cruise ship's septic tanks get paid a lot of money.
Oh yeah, right.
I would hope so.
I think
Yeah.
they just dump it in the sea. Don't they?
No.
I don't think they can do that.
No, they've got they've
a lot
got
of
a
fluid
very
goes to the ocean.
elaborate schemes, and
They got to pump all that stuff out, and
there's some really
Imagine.
interesting technology underneath all the doings. They use the heat from the engine to heat the water for some. They have
Really?
these.
Wow.
Yeah, some of it's really ingenious the way they, and the thing is, the business model is like a movie theater. The money is in the popcorn. Like when you pay to get on a ship, you're really just paying for some of the underlying costs of the ship. The real money is in the casino and the T-shirts and the watches.
Oh
and
yeah, sure.
the drinks and the upscale up charges on the other restaurants and the excursions and
The drinks package. The drinks package.
that's right,
Yeah.
the drinks package. And they of course promote the cruise directors based on sales. So that's why they are they've morphed into these crazy cheerleaders for the week. They're running around. Don't forget to come to the art show and the thing and the watches and the And I talked to a cruise director for a while one night about there's a real science to some of this stuff. I was like, why is there a show at 7:30 in the front of the ship and then the next show 9:15 is in the back? And it's because they want you to walk through past the casino.
Sure. Yeah.
Oh.
And they also did a
that's
study
tricky.
that every time you resettle in a new space, you're more likely to buy another round of drinks.
Yeah.
Ah.
If
Yep.
you just sit there for a second show and don't move, there's not as much chance to open your pockets again. It's a crazy machine.
Is there anything left in the world where they don't have their hands in our pockets?
I mean, a cruise is like got to be in the top 99th percentile for places you're going to get fleeced. To be honest,
Oh yeah.
That's
Oh
right.
yeah.
Yeah.
you don't go to a cruise expecting a bargain.
Yeah,
No.
that's right.
God, what a world. What a world this
But they're fun. They're fun because you can hang up your shirts once.
Yes.
You don't have to check in and out of a hotel. You don't have to think about any of the details of where are we going to get reservations for the dinner and the thing. And they're perfect for multi-generational groups because you can go like, you do this, we'll do that, we'll see you at dinner. Everyone can kind of do their own thing. Then you meet up again later. They're for that kind of stuff. They're pretty great. They're nice for you want a vacation that's super interesting and different without having to try very hard. Like it's like the lazy man's adventure.
Well, what I was told is there's the huge difference in crowds between the destination cruises like Alaska, where it's
Right.
people that actually want to go and tour and do, fun activities off the ship, and the ones where they're just floating around the islands and everybody just wants to drink and eat.
Right.
Right.
cheap.
Yeah, sure.
They're like, destination cruise people are a lot different than just the party boats.
Right. And of course, it depends on the way the ships are marketed and the pricing and, the percentage of the audience that's doing the all you can drink package.
Ugh. Yeah.
What the hell,
I mean, I drink here and there, but if you had a cup in your hand and you could get full bar pricing free drinks every minute of 24 hours for
Yeah, for
7
real.
days in a row, you would just be hammered the whole time.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'd like to see a study on the average weight of a person getting on a cruise ship and the average weight of a person getting off a cruise ship.
Oh yeah.
They go up a
They
few
got to gain
pounds.
15 pounds.
Yep.
Free food, man.
All that alcohol and all that food and
I think that big buffet kind of model has kind of gone away. I think it's more sit down. And
Is
it?
eat.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
so. I mean, I think that they have buffets, throughout the day for people that, missed the lunch or missed dinner or just don't feel
Yeah,
like sitting down.
That's right. Most of
But
it's
most
sit
of
down.
them, you can get your food delivered to your room. You don't even have to go anywhere.
Right. And you could certainly get more than one entree or more than one starter,
Absolutely.
more than one
Oh, yeah.
dessert. They don't blink at all about that. You could eat
No.
whatever you want the whole time.
Yep.
Yeah, they're
Got
kind of fun. Yeah, they're
Yep.
weird for a comic, but I see the appeal of them. They're cool.
Well, this is interesting. Big Dave posted RSVP cruises are very specifically marketed, at least according to Joe.
I've never heard of RSVP cruises.
Yeah, I'm not either. So we'd have to give that a whirl. And then Big Dave says the wife wants to do an all-inclusive resort thing. Says we'll make a killing
Just because
You
I
eat
like
enough,
to eat
I mean-
and drink.
Right.
because of
right.
eating and drinking at high gear. Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't know. It's great.
About about 10 years ago, I did 2 weeks in the Caribbean, and I brought my wife, and she was not expecting to like it. She was very hesitant about being
Yeah.
stuck on a floating mall for the whole time. And she loved it. She couldn't believe how great it was. Like
See?
you just run. There's so many choices. The shows on them, because they're so big now, are good. The food is good, and you're floating around. And every day you're in some new place where you can jump off and snorkel and go on adventure. I
Right,
mean,
right.
if you like some of the trappings, they're pretty great at what they are. And there's what's cool about them is there's so much. There's like 45 choices at any given moment of what to do on a ship. So there's something for everybody.
Yeah,
you
it
know,
is good.
There's
I like
wine
this one.
tasting and there's sports things and rock climbing, and the one that I did recently has go-karts on the top of it.
Wow.
Ooh,
And the water slides are pretty extensive. That scene, I mean, that's just a couple of things that you could mention that are on the boat. It's crazy.
Somebody just mentioned that there was a 13-year-old on a cruise and they ordered 7 lobster tails
7 lobster tails.
and 2 sticks of drawn butter.
Yes, and 2 sticks of drawn butter.
Nice.
Mm,
Oh,
Well,
I can't even imagine when Andy was 13. If they would have
Oh,
given you all the crab you can eat, you would have eaten, oh my God, so many crabs.
A lot of crab.
all right, here we go. I asked ChatGPT to break down a budget of how to break even on a cruise ship. So
Oh,
assuming all the food is included, you get the drink
Okay.
package and everything, how much would you actually have to consume in order to make the price of the cruise, like you have to break even? So let's see. You'd have to drink, it says only 3 to 4 cocktails a day, which is actually not as much as I
Good.
expected.
Right.
cocktails? 4
Yeah.
cocktails?
3 to 4. I mean, it's a lot, sure,
A
but
lot.
on a cruise ship,
hey, they're all
On the
day in some
cruise.
cases.
I was expecting.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, that's only like what, 1 cocktail every 6 hours? It's not that much.
Well,
Think about it.
when I went on cruises, like I said, I was on destination ones. I was out of the ship at 7 a.m. and I didn't come back till 7 p.m.
Oh,
for
right.
dinner because I was out doing all the stuff that, you can do. I wasn't
Right.
even hardly on the ship except for days at sea.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of time where you're just not even there.
Right.
Yeah.
And we
But
can
you don't.
close.
But you don't have to move your stuff. You
Right.
just
Right.
walk off and come back, and you're good. Yeah, that's the nice part.
That is the big part of it. God, we keep you too long. I hope we didn't make you late for your next deal.
No, that's okay. I'm actually going straight to sleep. I've been up for a few hours.
Going to sleep. Geez, we're
Sleep.
that entertaining, huh?
Well, I got to get up at this is insane. 4:25 a.m. here in LA to call Bob and Tom on Tuesday morning.
Oh. that's
So
Hey,
you
say
know.
hello to them for me, would you please? Bob and Tom were always very nice to me.
Oh, I'm happy to hear that. They're
They were
good
very
guys.
pleasant. Yep.
Still going strong after all these years. Bob retired, but Tom
Yeah.
will drop dead on a control panel. He'll be there
Yeah.
forever.
No, that is very, very true. Yeah.
Can we do a couple football jokes? Just so
Oh,
I
I'd
feel
love
like
to hear 'em.
I
Love to hear a
checked
joke.
the box while I was here.
Yep.
My Falcons hired Matt Ryan to be. This is their title. You ready for this? President of football.
Oh God, really?
Isn't that a weird title? President of football? It sounds like a title granted in a treehouse. Like, all right,
Yeah.
you're the
Yeah.
president of football. You're the president of snacks.
Yep.
You're the president of wiffle ball.
Oh God.
It's
Love
a
it.
funny, yeah. It doesn't seem like, I don't know. It doesn't seem like the president of football would work for the Atlanta Falcons. That seems like too big a title. It's more of a place for the disgraced, recently fired regional manager of football. That's more our speed.
Yeah.
You talking about the Vikings now? Thank you.
Haven't talked about them in a while.
They are terrible. That might have something to do with it.
My team too. Well, there's 8 teams left, and there's no real scary monster. So
No, there's not. You're right.
anybody could win, really. In a way, this is kind of the most fun playoffs, I think.
Yep, I understand what you're saying. It's totally different. You're not expecting, or you don't already know who's going to win it all. Like,
Yeah, some of the
many-
big names are gone. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. We got 4 games this weekend, 8 teams left. And when I talk to you again, there'll be 4 teams left, and we'll be pretty close to the Super Bowl. Crazy.
we will indeed. We will look forward to that. And when are you going to come? You got to come to town too. That's the other part.
Yeah, I would love to. I have one of my great friends is in Sarasota now, and I definitely should work Florida more. I've always loved Florida. I'm a Georgia boy who was born in Pompano, and I used to go down there for spring breaks and fishing trips, and I went to USF in Tampa for a year, and I just love Florida. I always have. So I'll return to Florida at some point. Maybe retire there. I'll come meet with you at the Greek place.
Why don't you calm down, retire? What are you, like 27?
I mean, it's not soon.
Yeah, there you
The
go.
pandemic didn't help the scheduling
Yeah,
of the
not soon
comedian
enough.
retirement.
Yeah.
Neither did the custody battle or the fertility treatments.
Oh,
I've had a few.
Jesus. Oh no.
I've had a few very expensive beats in my life.
Okay. All right, Pally. We will talk to you next week.
Thanks, guys.
Looking forward to it. Thank you, Costaki Economopoulos, ladies and gentlemen.
Bye.
Such a good guy to work with. What a treat he turned out to be. I've known him for 25 years
A
now, something
long
like
time,
that.
yeah.
But he's such a joy to work with. Just a really, really good guy. Don't tell him I said this, but
I'm sure
But
he
I
doesn't listen to our episodes anyway.
probably not. Kristen Bird Entertainment News brought to you by North American Banking Company. Go to nabankco.com to learn more. Member FDIC equal housing lender. Even though she's not here, we still give her plug because that's the right thing to do, don't you think?
Mhm.
It is.
All right, we shall take a break. Be right back. And Sandy will join us right after this, right?
I think so. I haven't seen him yet.
Oh, he hasn't called in. Here we go. Typical
Better
Italian.
text him. He might be forgetting.
Typical Italian.
Yeah.
That's all I got to say. Typical. All right, we'll take a break. Be right back. From Bradshaw and Bryant, Michael Bryant. What's up, Pally?
Oh, not much. Doing my usual thing of telling people they shouldn't be texting and driving. In Minnesota, you can't have your phone in your hands. You can use, hands free, but you can't have your phone in your hand for whatever reason. And that's why they made the law the way they did, so that police officers could see a phone in your hand and you got no excuse for why you got it there.
Do people know that that's the law?
I hope so. I mean, they used to follow it, and then kind of COVID kind of made people forget. And now it's like a freewheeling world out there with cell phones.
Let's say you get pulled over because you do have a phone in your hand and you're not watching where you're going. You got to be in pretty big trouble then, I would guess.
Well, the first one's not as bad. It's the multiple ones, the problem. And once people start stacking them up, then they have a big problem. And then what we're doing in car accidents is we've started bringing motions for punitive damages, because I'm trying to use the civil law any way we can to stop this, because it needs to stop.
Whenever I'd had any problems in my life, who was that I called again? It was like an MB, something like that.
Bradshaw and Bryant.
Ladies and gentlemen, the holidays are over. Your Christmas shopping was done long ago. While November and December were about family, January is about decompressing and unwinding. Say, for example, by listening to your favorite podcast while drinking hot chocolate out of your favorite podcast's official mug. Just visit TomBernardPodcast.com. That is TomBernardPodcast.com, and click the merch tab to get started on making January yours. Rocking out, man.
I will text Bob forthwith.
What the hell's he doing? He's 10 minutes late already.
He probably forgot.
Typical Italian. That's
Okay.
all I got to say.
Okay, so I moved the lamp over to the left, and now it's more over his
No,
head.
it's more over my head. I'd have to sit a lot closer to
Well,
you
yeah,
for
if
it
you
not to be.
you could move over this way, that might help.
Okay, is that
There.
good?
Is that better?
We got to move
I
the
don't
mic now.
I guess they don't like the lamp there, so I don't know what to do.
You can just turn it off.
I'll just call a studio stage lighting expert and have him come in.
Yeah, that's what we need, is a stage lighting
I
expert.
don't know what else to do.
That's what we need, no question. What do you got, Andrew?
I got no response yet, but
I just
who knows? Maybe
what
he's
is
in his
with
car.
him?
Bob is a free spirit.
He certainly is. He hasn't been on about a month, has he?
He was on last week, I think.
Was he?
But then before that, he hasn't been on in quite some time.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell that's all about.
He's very busy.
I just wrote him a nice check. Maybe that's what it was. He probably bought a
Oh.
house or something.
He's out of here.
Yeah, that's probably true. No, I love Sandy. Sandy's a great guy, but a pain in the ass at the same time, don't you think? Can we
Yeah.
vote for that?
Apparently, given his absence.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the hell it's all about. So what else is happening? Oh, Jeff Brandt.
I listened to your show while drinking too, says Jeff.
Jeff. Jeff Brandt.
Jeff, what are you
Kathryn-
doing?
Catherine's brother is drinking while listening to the show.
Drinking at 10 a.m. Why not?
What the hell?
It's 10 a.m. over there, right? I think it is.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, he's in Pueblo, Colorado. So what time is
Oh,
it
that's
there?
right.
Time zone. What time is that?
10
Central?
o'clock in the morning. About 10, 11.
It is Mountain Time, so yeah.
Yep.
There you go.
Yeah.
No doubt about it.
He showed up.
Who did? You know, can
Robert.
we...
Bob, on the go.
Wait a minute. He said she showed up.
No,
Not-
I said he
not
showed
my
up.
He
pronoun.
showed up. What do you live in your car now? Is that the plan?
No,
For
I had,
real.
we had to go to a funeral, and I thought we'd be done before now.
Oh,
my
I'm
God,
sorry.
Bob.
Well, I mean, if you need to go back to your funeral,
No. We well, what
Yeah.
we did it was my daughter Sam's grandfather-in-law who passed away. And he was a cowboy, and no, Mary, I can't do that.
Uh-oh.
Mary with you?
Yeah, she needs to pipe down though, because she doesn't understand what's happening here.
Oh,
There's a
wow.
freaking
Needs to
hole
pipe down.
in the road because the guy's got the manhole cover. I'm pulling a horse trailer because they wanted us to bring the fallen horse, or the horse that's not the riderless horse.
Oh, with the boots.
Yep, with the boots and the roping. So
hmm
it's really hard to make a turn on a road when there's a manhole cover open, and you don't have as much room to maneuver. So I digress.
That is
My
the deal.
issues are not the issues happening in many parts of the state and the world.
Now, we already
That's
have a
true.
comment. What the hell is up with Sandy's hair?
My
I think-
my
There you
grandson has the same hair. Mary, actually, Mary, send it. You have Kathryn. Send it to Kathryn, and maybe they'll put it up so they can see. Both of our hair sticks straight up, and we both have our little. He actually was very cute with his tuxedo,
Oh,
black tuxedo for the funeral.
Oh,
that's sweet.
Yeah. But
I
anyway,
remember when Alex was born, she had little blonde hairs that just stuck right up. That's why we called her Tweety Bird for so long.
yep.
She
Never
Sweet.
had these great big blue eyes and this tuft of hair on top of her head.
She did. That's true.
Mine is. I asked for when I went to get my hair cut. I said, "Yeah, you can make it short." I didn't know they were going to give me hair that will not go down. It's not quite a crew cut. It's about, I don't know, a millimeter more longer than that. That's
Well,
not
that's-
exactly what I was looking for.
Well, from what I understand, that's supposed to make you look like you have more hair.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Kind of have a crew
That's
cut
the idea.
Yeah,
sort
I'm
of
not
situation.
sure it works that way.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob Sansevere Sports, brought to you by Bradshaw and Bryant, personal injury lawyers seeking justice for the injured. Contact Bradshaw and Bryant at minnesotapersonalinjury.com. That's minnesotapersonalinjury.com. What's in the news this morning, Sandy?
Well, I mean, obviously, Aaron Rodgers' career is likely over.
Yeah.
Unless he announced for sure that he's not coming back. But even if he says I'm not coming back, it doesn't mean he's not coming back. But it was horrible. They were brutal last night. How bad that offense was.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to this the rest of the postseason, because I think I don't really care. I'd like to see the Rams going against the Bills, but I don't really care because every team would be entertaining that's left.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that makes sense. Have you ever met Aaron Rodgers?
I did a short 5-minute or 7-minute one-on-one interview before he became the starting quarterback. It's when Favre, when they were making their, I think he was with them during the Super Bowl run. It was certainly a playoff run, and I talked to him about being the backup. But I've always been in like a bigger setting with him, with a bunch of media people.
Oh, yeah.
And, I mean, he was fine. There was always the arrogance has always been there. That's not
Always.
different.
Oh, yeah.
Well, QBs.
Plus, he's kind of a prick, too.
Well, I called it arrogance. I was being kind.
There you go. Well, it's a combination of the two. Yeah, I got to be honest with you. He and a good friend of mine who's a comedian that you would know, a guy named Nick, he became very good friends with Aaron Rodgers. And all of a sudden, one day, never talked to him again. He just disappeared, wouldn't return my buddy's calls.
Nick cracked some joke,
Yeah, he cracked a joke or something. The guy
and
he
the
didn't
guy
like
just didn't like it, and that was it.
Okay, the thing you have to remember, if you have a relationship of any sort with Aaron Rodgers, he is estranged from his entire immediate family.
He is. Yep.
Doesn't talk to his siblings, doesn't talk to his parents,
God.
he doesn't have anything to do with any relatives. So if you're like that and you're a friend, forget it. Unless you do everything exactly the way with the template he gives you, it's not going to last.
So he's a little bit of a narcissist, you'd say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's safe to say?
A tiny, tiny bit.
Just
And
a tiny, tiny bit.
it's going to be interesting to see, because he thinks now that all the doors will open and he'll be able to say, I'm going to host
That's what I
Jeopardy
was-
now.
You broke up really
Yeah.
badly right there,
That
Bob.
was
Get
a fun-
anything he wants. Doesn't work that way, though.
Did you hear me?
So, no, I didn't. I'm sorry.
You're breaking up like mad there for a second,
It's
but now
better
you're
now,
okay.
yeah.
Now you're okay.
Okay.
Better now.
It's just fine. You know, Bob, it's interesting you bring that up because it's something at this point in my life I think about quite a bit because of politics. I have a sister and a brother who will not talk to me. Why would
that's
you do that? I mean, what the hell is wrong with you? We got
You know-
one. What?
Well, Tom, here's the thing. How many people who lean right or Republicans have you heard of who won't talk to relatives? I'm guessing
None.
your brother and sister are liberal. It's the
Very.
liberals who cut it off. The Republicans are right wing. They don't cut off relatives.
But I'd like to know
Yes,
how
I don't
is
know
that
of any.
liberal? That's not liberal at all is the problem.
Well, but do they lean to the left? Because everybody
I'm
I
just
know
talking
who
about-
won't speak to relatives leans to the left.
Oh yeah, there's no question about it. They're both very, very far left. And it amazes me that you want to walk away from your own brother. I'm like, what the hell is wrong with you? And
Well,
by the
'cause
way,
you
that
picked Trump. That's how they look
Yeah.
at it.
well, I didn't
You
vote
picked
for
Trump
Trump. I didn't
over
vote
me.
for that. I suppose. So what else is happening,
Okay.
Pally? I'm getting sad talking about this, so never mind.
Yeah.
Well, then let's move on to something happier.
Good.
Hey,
I like it.
Moriarty wants to figure out a way to put that guy in jail, the ICE agent who shot this woman.
Not going to do it. It ain't going to happen.
No, it's a federal charge. He's a federal agent. He's going to go to federal court, from what I understand.
Well,
Yep.
they think they could somehow find a loophole in it because You know what? Here's the problem I have with all these local politicians. And I understand, look, if you're upset about her being killed, I get it. And protest, but don't put up barricades in the middle of roads. Don't block vehicles and swallow your frickin' whistles. And I just think, I mean, it's one thing to protest. This is beyond protest. And I do think that Trump, he's sending in another 1,000 agents. He is going to invoke the Insurrection Act because I think he's building enough of a case against Fry and Walls and Ellison that they are obstructing and they are encouraging these people to fight ICE. It's horrible. What's happened.
Do you think there's any chance that Walls might end up going to do a little time?
Well, whenever anyone that brings that up, I mention that wasn't it 3 Illinois governors in a row who went to jail?
Yep.
So, I mean, it happens, and it has happened. If they find any connection to him having taken any money or bribes, Ellison is the one who's right now appears to be most in peril of charges from that tape of him.
Yes,
where he's basically telling him, "Don't worry about it." I don't want to quote it because I don't want to quote it wrong, but it's not a good look. So I do think there will be charges against politicians and Fry. I mean, here's the biggest problem I have, Tom. Take a look at this. New York Post did a big story on it. I don't even know if it appeared in the Star Tribune. The number, like hundreds of criminals arrested. And we're not talking, they walked across the street. We're talking about how these are people who committed murder, sodomy, rape of children. It was horrible, the things that were done.
No question.
And they're rounding them up, yet there's people protesting that they're rounding anyone up. And they should not be going to schools. I have a problem.
Bob, you're breaking up really bad. We're going to have to go, Bob. You're breaking up really badly.
It is pretty bad.
Yeah. So
all right. We'll see you later.
One of these Tuesdays, can you just, be in your office or something? He just hung up on.
Yeah, he can't hear.
I think he just froze.
Oh, he did freeze. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, there's one more frame. We got one more frame of data. There we go.
There he is. You dropping off? No, he's dropping off. Go away, for Christ's sake.
Eat it next week. I'm just gonna.
Andy, we cannot do that remote anymore. He was breaking up horribly that whole.
I didn't know that was going to happen.
Yeah.
Well, I know you didn't, but I'm just saying we can't do that. He's got to be in a studio where he can't be on.
Yeah.
Getting back to the protests in Minneapolis for a brief moment, the telling thing to me is ICE has been in Minneapolis doing their job when Obama was the president, when Clinton was the president, and nobody was protesting and screaming and yelling.
Oh, I know.
This is all funded. The woman that was, tragically shot, she is a paid protester. She's been at many protests. So I read somewhere it's up to 100 protests that she has been found at.
Right.
This is like a career for a lot of people.
Yeah, she was a paid protester.
Yeah, there's all kinds of things that have been posted online about the agreements that they have and that they're not supposed to report it to the IRS, that it's supposed to be paid this way because then it doesn't have to be reported to the IRS. This is all a great, big, huge political scam. And these people that are involved in it, they believe it's some sort of moral high ground. They don't know what's happening. Yep. They really don't.
I will ask the question I asked yesterday, and I'm going to continue to ask it. Why do you have to be so incredibly mean to other people? It makes no sense to me. I mean, they're horrible to other people.
Because they, like I said, it's some sort of virtue signaling morality fight at this point, even if they don't even know what they're fighting for. I mean, how virtuous are you if you are letting rapists and criminals out of jail and never even going to jail 20, 30 times? They finally murder somebody, and that's where you finally draw the line. I mean, that's not virtue.
No, honest to God, I just really wish that everybody would settle down. Look in the mirror and say to yourself, I am attacking people, trying to harm them, trying to ruin their lives because they disagree with me. How insane and ignorant is that?
It's very ignorant.
It's just terrible that, and they, I'm sure they do it on both sides in some other states, but I just, would you just shut the hell up and get out of the way?
Yeah,
How about that?
I know. I've had arguments with Bob about this, but these people need to pay attention to who is on their school board.
Yes.
A lot of them are activists. A lot of them
Yep.
are indoctrinating the kids against America and against whiteness and all of this baloney. And it's, to me, we're producing generations of kids that can't read.
Yep.
They can't do math. Harvard has remedial classes.
Oh God.
These are supposed to be the best and the brightest, and they're
God.
going in and they're not the best and the brightest. They're just recruiting people based on how they look.
That's very true. It is very true. By the way, I'm going to mention this. Bob Sansevere Sports is brought to you by Bradshaw and Bryant Personal Injury Lawyers, seeking justice for the injured. Contact Bradshaw and Bryant at minnesotapersonalinjury.com. Bob Sansevere Sports, sponsored by Bradshaw and Bryant Personal Injury Lawyers. So, yeah, I mean, we're not sitting here complaining. The problem that we do have is the fact that I don't see how you get to the point where you're so one-sided in all your viewpoints that you hate people who don't agree with you. How do you get that nuts?
You get that mob mentality.
God. I mean, look, I was very lucky, and in a way it wasn't lucky because my father was in an institution and all the rest of it. So a lot of the fathers and mothers from the neighborhood would talk to me, Tommy, and try to help me out because I didn't have a dad around. So they were really great about that whole deal. But there was never any mention of that. In my neighborhood, I don't remember one time hearing about how somebody hated somebody else because of their politics. I never, ever heard that. Coming up to 25 years old, something like that, when I moved out of the neighborhood finally. I never, ever heard anybody bitch about politics. What happened? Is there a lot of money in it now or something?
I remember when I was a little kid, my friend said, "Are you a Democrat or a Republican?" I went, "I don't know."
Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea, actually.
And I was 7. I don't think I had a political party when I was
Probably
7.
not.
So I went and asked my dad, and he said, "Who's asking?" I said, "Robbie Link." He said, "Well, I've been voting Republican lately."
Lately. There you go.
And I remember telling her, and she said, "Well, we're Democrats." I said, "Okay." And we just kept on, making the tree house.
So it did happen to you when you were a little kid.
It did.
She
It was
attacked you because of your politics
she-
and you were a little kid.
Jesus.
Jesus.
I don't know why a little kid would even think. My parents never talked about politics to me.
No.
Like, you have to believe this and you have to believe that. I never even heard of it.
No, you never talked about politics when I was a kid. I didn't know. I didn't know which party was which until I was in my 20s.
No.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, we didn't want to dump that on our kids anyway. I mean, it's like, here, let's talk politics.
Well, when you're a little kid, that should be the last thing on your list
Right.
of things to do.
Absolutely.
I would agree, no question.
Like, you could argue it's like, kids need to be taught about justice and truth and whatever. But I mean, like, kids have such a simplistic view of the world that putting that sort of thing on them is more harmful than good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Well, we should probably take a break here. Come back in a couple of minutes. So we got about what, 10 minutes left of the show. That's good. 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah, 20 technical. Well, 18 if you want to be precise.
18 if we want to lock it in.
Yes.
All right, let's take a break. Be right back in a couple of minutes. I'm talking with my friends Michael Bilski and Brad Huckle of North American Banking Company. Guys, business owners have had to deal with a lot over the last few years, haven't they?
They sure have, Tommy. We pride ourselves on being able to help our customers with the challenges they face.
Our business bankers are experts and are always ready to help our customers capitalize on opportunities and solve problems.
Loan decisions come quickly because they're made here in the Twin Cities and not shipped out of state like at some of the national banks in town.
This allows our customers to expand their businesses with confidence, knowing that they have our team of experts in their corner.
Okay, so now you give me this big thing at the end. Way to go.
Well, you are the professional.
Oh, I forgot. Look, I know Brad and Mike, and I trust them with my banking. They've personally delivered on everything they've just said, so why not bank with my banker? North American Banking Company, a better banking experience, member FDIC, equal housing lender. We want our listeners to support local businesses, and the best way they can do that is by hearing about them first. If you're looking to spread the word about your business, we'll work with you to get what you need. Whether you're looking for one spot a week or multiple days, you can even schedule in studio interviews for that personal touch too. If you're interested or simply want to ask more questions about the whole situation, go to tombernardpodcast.com, click advertise with us up top. For Brad, John Bryant, Michael Bryant. Michael, what's up?
Dealing with another case where a person gave a statement to the adjuster because they thought the person was really friendly.
Is that a good idea?
Well, the problem is they know the law when they call you up. And while you're trying to be fair and you're trying to get help, the reality is there are questions you get asked that the way you answer them make a big difference. And people put themselves in trouble. And when they aren't in trouble, they didn't do anything wrong, but suddenly the adjuster's got a statement that can blow up their case completely.
What has caused people to be so untrustworthy, I guess is the best way I could put it? They take advantage.
Well, insurance companies have hired adjusters whose job it is to deal with unrepresented people. So they're supposed to kind of lure them in, call them every day, see how they're doing. And people are like, oh, I'm doing pretty good. Where the reality is they've kind of adjusted to their problem that they've got going on. So it's not that they're completely better, but the way they say it gets to be a problem. And that's why having somebody who can explain your rights, represent you, make sure that you understand the law before you give a statement can make a big difference in your case.
Michael Bryant, Bradshaw and Bryant. Rocking out. Oh, listen to this. There's a battle breaking out between Jeff and
God, we got
Kathryn Brandt.
family drama on the chat.
I almost got that statement out without being talked over.
Oh, I thought you were done.
You thought I was done?
Yeah.
No, there's a little argument. You and Daryl got an argument, or Jeff, you and Jeff got an argument going.
Not arguing.
Not arguing?
That was also me who replied.
Oh, that was you. I thought it was Nana. Sorry about that.
She doesn't have access to that, I don't think.
I was the fifth kid, so my parents were like, "Just get out of the house. We'll feed you. We'll
Nice.
clothe you. Just
Nice.
stay out of the house." We're sick of kids. I know.
Okay, what is this bottom one? LOL. My dad always told my mom to vote Democrat, and I remember once she told me she voted Republican, but didn't tell him that. I tell you, it's gotten so touchy. Has it always been this way with politics? You're either on the left or you're on the right, and that's all there is to it.
I think it's pendulum. Sometimes it's extreme, like right now, it's very extreme, and sometimes it's not so extreme.
Can I ask a question?
Certainly.
About Apple, and they're constantly telling you that your Apple something is full, storage is full.
Yep.
Is this true? Do we need more Apple?
Well, that's the message I got
I'm
today,
constantly
too.
getting this all the time.
Yep.
That if
You
you don't
probably
pay
have
more
all of
money
your-
every month.
All of your files are probably on your computer. You don't have a MacBook anymore.
No.
You just so what's happening, I bet, is your photos that you take on your iPhone are being synced to your iCloud.
Your iCloud storage is full.
Yeah, it's filling up. So what you should do is delete photos. Really.
But I have a question. I heard that Prime gives you unlimited storage. Is this true too? And if so,
Amazon
how do?
Prime?
Yeah.
Not that I know of. If it does, then that would be nice because we have Amazon Prime.
I thought that that's how it was. So I don't want to give them more money for.
I have a question.
No, just delete some photos you don't need. Go through your camera roll and delete photos you don't care about. That's the easiest way.
Well, Tom got he doesn't take any photos. You have
Nope.
very few photos on your phone, right?
Very few.
You really don't do document signing or
Nope.
anything on your phone. And he
Nope.
just was iCloud storage just said that his account was being shut down
Yep.
for lack of payment.
They're going to shut down my deal.
Sounds fake.
It does, doesn't
I
it?
know.
I know. Everybody's always angling for your money, lying through their teeth. That makes me want to vomit.
They won't shut down your iCloud account. They would just basically deny you access to your files until you paid for them again. They wouldn't just delete your account. That's not how it works.
I got some bad news for them. I don't give a rat's ass about my files, so they can do whatever they want.
Well, I guess if you had any important documents that you
Yeah.
needed to find.
Yeah, that'd be different.
Yeah,
But all
you
my
should-
documents are on my phone already.
Yep.
but they're syncing to iCloud automatically. That's what they do. Yep.
I don't know why people have to be so. It's all money in politics now. And again, if you don't think politics is all about money, you're kidding yourself. This is all about how much money they can make.
Well,
I think everyone knows that.
there
God, I
was a
hope so.
story on X today about how Fry's wife ended up working for this
A Somali guy,
company
yeah.
that did this and did that. And it's like, oh my God, it's just such an incestuous
Yep.
cesspool
Mhm.
It's true.
that it's not even funny.
Well, they were implying today she had some kind of special relationship with some Somalia guy or something.
Oh, I didn't see that
I don't
one.
know what the hell. I didn't even read the story because it's like, oh, whatever. Well, I don't know if it's true or not, and I don't give a shit
Yeah.
if it's true or not.
Never know if
So-
anything's true.
Yeah, it's very true. All right, so wrapping it up, what else is happening, Andrew?
Coming off of day 2 of getting barely even 5 hours of sleep.
Oh, because
Well-
of the baby.
Nope. This time it was Ethan. We
Oh,
all
it's
got
Ethan.
we all
Whoops.
got cold, so he came into our bed at 3:45 a.m. last night. He flails all over the place, so I cannot sleep in a bed with him. So I had to go into the
Yep.
kids' room and sleep on the spare bed in there.
There you go.
And it took me almost 2 hours to get back to sleep.
Oh God.
So that was fun.
Wonder what's going on.
When Ethan is sick, he does not sleep well, which
Yeah.
hopefully this one's a quick one because I need
Yep.
sleep.
It's true. Kathryn, would you read that Andy Jacobson post?
Babylon Bee today headline: Protesters protest for higher protest wages.
Protesters protest for higher protest wages.
You know, the Babylon Bee is basically an oracle at this point.
Yeah.
It is. You know
I
what
mean,
else it
really,
is.
they say the most bizarre things, and then the
God.
next week it's all true.
It's hilarious.
Yeah.
So what do you got on the docket today, Andy? Anything special? You just got to take care of the kids?
Today, yeah, I don't think we have a whole lot, especially since we are on the midst of a cold.
Oh,
Oh, the
Great.
weird thing is we're all getting it at once.
Yeah.
So it's like, where did we get a triple simultaneous cold?
you all walked through somebody's
Hmm.
sneeze at the same
Some-
time.
Thing. That or
Gross.
Ethan did bring it home, but he's just like got mild symptoms or delayed symptoms or who knows. Colds seem to do what they want.
Are you guys bracing for some big snowstorm, or is the app just
Snowstorm. Uh-oh.
yeah, or some
Am
sort
I
of
bracing for a
front or
snowstorm?
something? I thought.
Let's see here. I'm not really seeing any snow. It's going to get a lot colder all of a sudden.
Oh,
Oh,
maybe
is it?
that's what it is.
Snowstorms. Yeah, no, it's well, tomorrow is going to be pretty cold. Then it'll warm back up. Then Saturday it's going to get cold and it's going to stay cold.
Yeah.
Like single digit highs and lows. So
Yeah.
But the good news about that is you're only about 6 weeks away from March, which is when it does start to tick up a little bit, which is nice. It's not warm, but it starts to get warm.
I don't know. March weather seems to be fine to me.
Who was that talking?
The
that
guys are
loud?
out on the balcony
My God, they talk
on the
loud.
scaffolding.
Oh,
Hey,
they're
what do you think we should do? It's like, Jesus,
window
shut
washing or
up.
something?
I don't
No,
know.
they've been renovating this building, and apparently it was supposed to be done 4 months ago, and
Yep.
they're still here.
Oh yeah. Before we go, I should. Ollie in the chat has been asking if there's any chance we can get Palenti on.
Tim Palenti, absolutely.
Do I still
can
have
call
his
Tim.
number?
Yeah, you still got his number. It probably would be better if you called.
I don't
That's
know
true.
if I have his number anymore.
Yeah, I definitely have it. If you don't have it, I do have it. So that
Yes.
would be cool. Yeah, Tim Palenti's
I
always
have-
been a good guest.
I think I have Mary.
He hasn't been on in a
not-
long time.
I have Mary, not Tim.
Okay, let me make sure that I got his number.
But
I'm
Mary would
positive
pass
I got
along
it.
a.
Yes, I'm assuming she still knows him.
Yeah, I
Well,
haven't
you
heard. I haven't
never
heard
know.
anything else. But you never
You
know.
never know. I did look up when Bob was talking about the convicted governor thing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
If you had to guess, in I think America's history, how many governors have been put in prison?
Ooh, I bet a lot.
Really, I would think it's hardly any. I know there were
Mom's
like 2
closer.
or 3 in Chicago, but that was like so blatant that they
Yeah.
couldn't not put them in prison.
Well, there are 4 from Illinois alone.
Yeah,
God.
I
Um,
would guess there's not more than 15 in the whole history.
11.
See?
So governors going to prison is actually a pretty rare thing. So the odds of it happening
Yeah.
to Walz are not high, even if he did do anything, because it's just apparently you really, really have to break the law like crazy to get put into prison.
Well, I
Um,
think that the At some point, we're going to have to draw a line in the sand and say, if you're going, you can't act like this. You just can't do it.
Right.
I
We're
know.
done.
Absolutely. The closest one to us would be William Langer, a North Dakota governor, but this was in the 1930s, so it's been a while.
North Dakota.
North Dakota governor, he was removed from office, but then he appealed and got reelected. So,
Oh,
Really?
mail fraud and conspiracy.
oh,
So
It's
mail
actually
fraud,
almost-
stealing money.
Almost all of these are mail fraud, which I don't know what mail fraud exactly is, but
I think
apparently
it's
it's very
stealing
popular.
money. I think
Well,
it's
I-
stealing
yes.
money.
I believe so. I think it
Yep.
seems
The
to be very
checks in the
popular
mail.
among governors.
All right. Is that going to do it for today?
I don't think I have anything else to talk about. I mean, well, potentially, if you got the iOS app, check it for an update one of these days, probably tomorrow or maybe the day after.
okay.
I've been working like crazy on the app, getting it all retooled and stuff because it's one of those things where even if I don't need to change anything, just like the way technology improves,
Mhm.
like the fact that I compiled it last year
Mm.
means that like just the way it is old. So now I just have to take the same code basically and recompile it this year, and now it's good again.
Okay.
But I added some text that says when we're live because I've had a couple people text in and be like, "When are you guys live? I'm on the app." And to their credit, it doesn't actually say on the app. So
Oh, it
now
doesn't?
does.
Why?
I just forgot to. I figured
Oh.
anyone who has the app knew already when we're live, but we also have been changing our times. In the past
Yeah.
year, we changed our time, like twice? So,
Yeah, a couple of times. Yeah.
yep. And it's got a snazzy new background. So if you open up your app and it's
Look
got
at
a
that snazzy
cool
new
new
background.
background, that'll be why. It's the new app. If you're on Android, I believe it's already like that. So
Excellent.
there you go.
All right, Andrew, we will talk to you later, and we'll see you on screen tomorrow.
Yeah. See you tomorrow.
Thanks a lot. Take it easy.
Got a picture in my pocket reminds me of this one was before. Every time I hear the same reminds me how you talk in my door.